Many people out there look down on the martial art of Wing Chun. They claim that Wing Chun will never be effective in a real fight. But is that true? To answer that question, today we are going to present a battle between a Wing Chun practitioner and several well-known martial artists from other disciplines. So get ready for an epic showdown. For the first fight, a Wing Chun practitioner will face off against a fighter with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. Without further delay, let's watch the fight unfold. It didn't take long before the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter took his opponent to the ground. And it didn't stop there. He quickly locked the Wing Chun practitioner's arm, forcing his opponent to tap out and surrender. The next fight is equally unique. In this video, a Wing Chun practitioner goes up against a Wushu actor. So, what happens next? Well, when the referee started the fight, the Wing Chun practitioner attempted to do a handshake with his opponent, but unexpectedly, the Wushu fighter immediately launched a kick, throwing the Wing Chun practitioner off balance. As a result, the Wing Chun practitioner was defeated by the Wushu actor in just a few seconds. But who would have thought that Wing Chun practitioners are also brave enough to face off against boxers? Take a look at this video, where a boxer challenges a Wing Chun practitioner to a duel in his own territory. So, what do you think will happen? At the start of the fight, the Wing Chun practitioner tries to put up a resistance, launching a few attacks toward his opponent. Not wanting to lose, the boxer quickly fires a series of punches at the Wing Chun practitioner. However, unexpectedly, the Wing Chun practitioner manages to match the boxer's strikes, even causing the boxer to fall. In fact, the boxer becomes so frustrated with his attacks that he lifts the Wing Chun practitioner while throwing a punch. What's impressive about the Wing Chun practitioner is that every time the boxer delivers one strike, the Wing Chun fighter responds with several in return. In the next fight, you will witness a Wing Chun practitioner take on a karate fighter with a black belt. Will the Wing Chun practitioner emerge victorious? When the referee starts the fight, both fighters engage, each aiming for that sweet victory. Both fighters push themselves to the limit, delivering punches and kicks. However, on closer inspection, the karate fighter tends to rely more on kicks, while the Wing Chun practitioner predominantly uses hand strikes. And because the karate fighter lands more of his attacks, he is declared the winner by the judges. Earlier, we saw a Wing Chun practitioner fight a boxer, but this time, he faces a kickboxer. Let's see what happens in this sparring match. At the start of the fight, the kickboxer shows aggressive tactics with his attacks, making it very difficult for the Wing Chun practitioner to keep up. There's even a moment where the Wing Chun practitioner can only defend himself against the relentless barrage of punches coming from his opponent. Nevertheless, the Wing Chun practitioner eventually tries to fight back with a complicated kick technique, although it doesn't seem very effective. Still, Once again, the barrage of attacks from the kickboxer continues to dominate the fight against the Wing Chun practitioner. This next fight is quite different, as a Wing Chun practitioner goes up against a Krav Maga fighter. This will be a tough match for the Wing Chun practitioner, as Krav Maga is known to be quite effective in real-life combat situations. As the fight begins, both fighters go at it as though they're in an official competition, delivering attacks that are clearly painful. After a while, the Wing Chun practitioner manages to land a special technique that causes the Krav Maga fighter to fall. But the excitement doesn't stop there. The Wing Chun practitioner thrills the crowd once again with a punch that lands squarely on the Krav Maga fighter's face. In the end, the Krav Maga fighter is forced to accept defeat due to a mistake that gave the Wing Chun practitioner the opportunity to lock in a submission hold.
Very nice, boys. Very nice.
Arrogance is often the key to downfall. But what happens when both sides are equally arrogant? In this fight, a Wing Chun practitioner will face an MMA fighter. So, who will emerge as the winner? When the referee starts the fight, the Wing Chun practitioner charges straight at the MMA fighter. However, the MMA fighter swiftly takes him to the ground. Taking full advantage of the situation, the MMA fighter unleashes a flurry of punches, leaving the Wing Chun practitioner unable to defend himself. Not long after, the MMA fighter applies a submission hold to end the match quickly. And yes, the Wing Chun practitioner ultimately taps out. The submission hold was so tight that the Wing Chun practitioner was almost out of breath. The next match features a Wing Chun practitioner facing off against a Taekwondo fighter. With each competitor having a unique martial arts background, who will come out on top? As the fight begins, the Wing Chun practitioner opens with a series of punches, forcing the Taekwondo fighter to remain on the defensive. Not wanting to back down, the Taekwondo fighter responds with a series of kicks. However, the Wing Chun practitioner seems tough enough to withstand them, rendering the attacks less effective. Moments later, the Wing Chun practitioner ramps up the pressure on the Taekwondo fighter, forcing him to retreat and evade the incoming strikes.